Okay, so let's look at the Facebook API now, and how one would actually go about manipulating it programmatically. So the Facebook API is manipulated via what is called CRUD, which is create, read, update, and delete. This is a very familiar paradigm to people who interact with the web because it mimics the HTTP verbs get, post, update, delete very similarly. So let's get put whatever. Okay, so now if we move on to the next slide, the tools that are available to us to tinker around with Facebook APIs are all web-based tool that Facebook themselves have built. The first of these tools is called Graph Explorer. Let's look at how Graph Explorer actually works. So if you go to the way you can get here is by just searching it on the web. So let's search for Facebook Graph Explorer, search it, the first link that comes up, just click it, and here you go. This is a web page that will open up, and here you can see it says Graph API Explorer, and it has a place for the access token, and you can like either take an existing access token, paste it here, or you can click get access token to generate one. So let's hit get access token, and then when you hit get access token, it asks what kind of permissions do you want. So let's say we want to get the information about the user, and then we want to publish stuff about them. So we check both these two boxes here, and then we say get access token. Okay, so then it will bring on this little dialog box saying this particular app, Graph API Explorer, wants to receive the following information. You hit OK, and then this will take a little while, and you get this huge string over here, which is the access token, which identifies you and tells Facebook what permissions you have given to this particular app. So at this point of time, if we hit something like get okay, so here let's say we put the edge called me, right, in Facebook, and we hit submit. So it brings in a bunch of information here, like information about my name, profile, updated time, and all that stuff, that kind of things. And then if you hit like /me/friends edge, let's see it gives you information about these are my friends, and here I can get more friends, and so on. Right, so this is you can also see that if you hit post here, it'll actually allow you to add fields for the post. You can add the name of the parameter and then the actual value for the parameter, and if you want more and more, you can keep adding those things here. So that's how you can run Facebook APIs, or you can get access to Facebook Open Graph APIs by using the Graph API Explorer. I mean, this is a uber awesome tool that you should be using all the time before you converge on any scenario, before you want to understand like how would I go about doing a certain thing. This is your playground. You can come here and do what you need to do. Okay, so let's now look at the other three things. So you have the object debugger and then the object browser. These are slightly more advanced things. If you have like a Facebook object, so Facebook objects are effectively objects that exist on the internet, and they connect information about a particular item in the Facebook graph. So if you want to debug it, if you want to look at it, these two tools exist. As you play around with it, you'll understand what they are. So I'll not spend too much time on that. The last thing I want to talk about is Fiddler. So Fiddler is a open source tool. Let me actually bring up the dialog here. You can just go to fiddler.com. Whoops, that's not the one. Let's just search for Fiddler. Okay, give Bing a minute. Or not, maybe. Let's just you search for Fiddler, and here it's fiddler2.com. So this is a website. You can download the Fiddler here. This is effectively a tool to monitor all the traffic on your computer. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to observe all the traffic that's coming in and out of your machine. So let's see if we can run Fiddler. Whoops. Okay, so Fiddler is starting up, and whatever next time, you can see here it already is beginning to look at all the traffic. You can click on any particular one. For example, here you can just double click it, see all the content that it shows, and so on and so forth. So that is what Fiddler does. Additionally, it also has this thing called Composer, where you can go and say I want to post data, and then you can click upload file and be ready to upload the files and so on. So Fiddler is a really awesome tool to actually play around with the network traffic. So use the Graph Explorer and then use the Fiddler, and you are pretty much set. So let's move on to the next slide. And remember, I already talked about some of the edges: /me/profile, and then /me/friends, and then /me/feed, which will give you access to the feed. Just go and plug these in the Graph Explorer, and you will see the kind of data that you can get from Facebook programmatically. And then I also talked about the access token. I showed it around. Access token is effectively a string that's given out by Facebook, which identifies you, and also identifies the application that you just gave access to for some of the data in your profile, and also things like how long the access is valid, when will the application need to refresh the permissions, and so on. So that is what is an access token is. So now I'm going to stop here for this point this time around. Next time, actually, I will show you how you will programmatically invoke the Facebook APIs using the Facebook SDK for C#. All right, so I'll see you next time around.